Hey friends, this is Wendy with Love and Stamp, and I'm excited that you're here with me today. I got the holy grail of MISTIs. I got the Memory MISTI. So I don't know if you can really tell in the video because I'm not sure how things look, but this is the gigantic 12 by 12 MISTI because remember how we have talked about I'm going to start that scrapbooking journey? Yep, it's going to happen, and I'm going old school. So check this out. Oh, I can't believe how big this thing is. Okay, this is so cool. So this is the Memory MISTI. It is 12 and a quarter-ish by 12 and a quarter-ish. Yeah, it goes just past 12 inches. There is a little bit of paper inside, okay? So grid paper. I have an extra grid paper mat as well. I've got what they call the mouse pad. This can go in place of my foam. Look at this, is doubled up foam. We have a lot to learn. And then I also have sticky mats that fit in here. 12 by 12 sticky mats. So I'm excited to use this. We are going to do it. We are going to use this bad boy. So I'm going to make a scrapbook page. I have not made a scrapbook page in 100 years. I don't even know how long. A really long time. But check this out. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. This thing is giant. So we're going to try it and see how it works. Let's make our first scrapbook page on our little scrapbooking journey. I'm going to make sure to make a playlist of my scrapbooking videos so that you guys can see them. All right, let's get started. Okay, here are the photos I have to work with. I'm just picking like kind of a section of time and doing something because I don't really know where to start. I'm a little overwhelmed. So this album that I'm going to be working on is going to be focusing on my daughter's 4 years of high school because I scrapbooked when she was really young. And I just kind of stopped scrapbooking somewhere around when she was like probably 6. And rather than like trying to backtrack and do all that time, I'm just focusing on like the start of high school and to where we are now. So she's going to be going into her junior year. So these pictures are from her getting pigs last year for FFA and showing them. So this was like when she got the pigs with a friend of ours that helped her. This is when our pigs came home for the first time, or her pigs. And then these are all of her showing. So I think what I'm gonna do is do like a layout. I'm putting it on this is just a black foam piece that was inside the MISTI. So I'm just kind of using it to like decide how I want to do this. And because I'm just trying to decide how many layouts I need and like, do I want to insert? So let me show you what I bought so you know where I'm going with this when I say an insert. So I got this album from scrapbook.com and I bought these inserts from scrapbook.com. So there's two different, well, there's a few. Okay, so these came with the scrapbook. So these are just 12 by 12 open, so I can put like a whole 12 by 12 old school layout in here, which I really like because I like doing the old school. That's what I think I want to try to do. And then I did get some of the updated cool stuff that's like the inserts. So what I'm saying is, okay, like let's say I decide to do a 12 by 12. I'm going to try to do like one side here that has like her getting her pigs, and then another side here with like maybe a couple pictures like of her and us and her dad, and like I don't think I got any pictures of her. So like this one and this one, and then I'm thinking like I'll do an insert like this that has info about the fair and additional photos, and so it'll be in between the two layouts. So that's what the direction I think I'm going to go with this. I also bought these inserts. Oops. So these are just for photos, but they're all oriented. So I probably should look at my orientation. So most of them are upright. Yep. So there you go. So I have 4 that are like this. So probably one of these inserts would be best. I don't know. We're going to figure it out, people. We're going to figure it out. Okay. So let me see. Now that I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do, let's work on just making this layout. Alrighty, we're going to try something here, folks. I have no idea how this is going to work or look, but we're trying it. So I have this Bold Prints Cling stamp from Hero Arts. It's 6x6. So in theory, I should be able to stamp it in each corner, right? That's what I'm thinking. So let me get my other stuff out of the way so that I don't make it fall on the ground. So I got my MISTI here, and I'm gonna put, oh wait, I don't need this. So, and I don't need this. So I'm gonna put this in here. And this is why I think there's a benefit to this being oversized. Where is my, okay, there it is. So as you can see, if I butt this all the way to the corner, this has room on the edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually butt it all the way to this top corner. Actually, let me think. So this is offset a little bit, right? It's not like flush to the edge, but I really need this to stamp like flush to the edge. So I think what I'm going to do is actually bump this up a little, put my weight in place, put this down in the corner, off the edges, just a smidge. Okay, close my MISTI door. Again, I want to just say I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm learning. We're learning together. All right, then I'm going to ink this Gigantor thing up. And I'm going to use this blueberry ink from Concord and Ninth. And I'm going to hope that this works. Holy Moses. This is a lot to handle. I think I did it. I feel like I did it. Did I do it? Let's see what it looks like. It worked. Okay. It definitely needs to be inked again. So I'm going to ink it again. Close it again. Yep. That's going to do the trick. This one corner is being a little bit of a pill. CPR. Okay, good enough. All right, now, rather than like change my stamp, that's the beauty of the MISTI, is I'm just going to pick this piece of paper up, flip it around, and do the same thing on this other corner. And I'm just going to close this down. Oh yeah, that's plenty of room. So let's see if we can. Okay. So they're not even going to touch in the middle. All right. So let me ink it up again. Okay, and we're going to ink it up one more time. This is really cool looking. Oops. Close it again. I can't tell if it's, I think it's the stamp. I'm gonna actually peel it away and like see if that'll, nope. I need something to like reach in there and push it down with. Like this. Get on there. There we go. That did it. Okay. There is my stamped scrapbook page. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love it. All right. So we got our paper stamped. I have this from Unity called Barnyard Blowout. It's really pretty paper. And I thought it would be good for her album. So I cut the pictures down to 4x4. And then these are cut at 4.5 by 4.5. So I'm just gonna add them. Does it have the date of the photo on here? No. I think it's just the date that I ordered them maybe. So I'm gonna add these. And then add this. My gosh, you guys, it's been so long since I've done this. It's so weird. Okay. And then, I don't know what else I'm going to do. I know I want to do like 2024, or no, this was 2023. So I want to do like 2023, pig project, I guess is what I'm going to call it. So I'm thinking I could cut letters to go here. This is like 2023 pig project. And then I could have like a journaling area here to write out all the stuff about getting the pigs and everything. I don't know. And then maybe I need a little pig right here of some sort. That would be cute. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah. The problem is now, I don't have a cricket anymore. I have a silhouette. So, I want to like easily cut those letters. And, I mean, I have stamps, but they're small. Like, I'm going to need bigger stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just on hold. This video is going to be a work in progress. Let's see. And then for journaling, I don't know. Do I just put down a piece, like cut down a piece of paper? Yeah, this video is definitely not a tutorial. This video is like you're on a journey with me because I don't really know what I'm doing. Look how cute. Barn dance. I mean, that's not appropriate for this, but I do have other papers that I bought thinking that they would go well with this whole situation. So I'm sure we'll do that too. But anyway, so I need a pig, I need journaling, and I need a title. That's my goal with this. Okay? Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, you guys will not believe what I found. I found old dies. So I have these large letter dies. These are like a bazillion years old. They're not available anymore. And they're big. Look. So I've got this. Where's my cardstock that I had 2 seconds ago in my hand? Why, Lord? Why do you do these things to me, my love? Okay, where is it at? I had it. It was in my hand. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to use this because it's kind of a fun pattern paper. And we're going to cut pig out of these letters. Okay. And then project out of these letters, which are also not available anymore. Sorry about that. I mean, there's a million letter die cuts on the market, right? So And if I was a better person or a better crafter, I would bust out my very expensive silhouette that I never use. But I'm being lazy. Okay, so there's that part. So we're going to die cut that. And then the other part I need is the 2023 part. So I'm going to stamp this on white cardstock. This is still available if you want these numbers. These are the lighthearted birthday greetings from Altenew, and then the number die cuts. So I need 2 twos. So I'm just going to stamp it all again. And I'm using my same blue so it matches my stamping. And then I'm going to die cut my 2023. Well, anyway, you get it. I'm going to die cut this. Okay, so let me die cut all of this and then I'll bring it back. Okay, I cut all these out, so let's see how they look. I really like them so far. We got pig. Come on. For heaven's sakes. Okay. I know it's not straight perfectly, but that's okay right now. I'm just kind of trying to get an idea for where everything's going to go. So while I'm doing this, I think we should have a little story time. And today's video is not voiceovered. I have just been pushing record and doing this video as we go. So there's been a lot of breaks in between, but I want to just talk a little bit about my scrapbooking journey. So, when I started scrapbooking many years ago, actually as a teenager. I had to go there. So I started scrapbooking as a teenager, and I loved it. And that was a time, so this ruler is 6 inches, so this is kind of handy. This is from My Sweet Petunia, and I will link to this ruler. This is kind of handy because it's going to make sure that I get them straight, and it's going to, I know that this is 6 inches in, so I'm going to be able to center this, if that makes sense. So I'm going to actually move this out of the way and work on getting this centered and glued down. So anyway, I was a teenager when I started scrapbooking many moons ago, and I loved scrapbooking. So I scrapbooked with friends. That was very common for me to be scrapbooking with friends off and on during those years. And then in my late teens, early 20s, still scrapbooking with friends. And I just always loved it. But when I discovered card making, I loved it even more, A. And B, I ended up, becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and selling product and the whole 9 yards, as most of you know. So when you're in that mode of like doing this for a business, like business, it does make it hard to have dedicated time to other stuff. Like any business, it's not, just that business, it's any business. If I was running a cupcake business, it would have been the same situation. We just only have so many hours in the day and so much time. And so, part of my change and journey that you have seen over the last almost 2 years now has been getting back to the things that I really love doing in the paper crafting industry. And this is where I started. I mean, my roots are in fully in scrapbooking, and not like, so I do like, let me clarify this. So I do like some of the new scrapbooking stuff. Like, you can see that I'm using page inserts. I'll show that to you in just a second, what I did with that. So I like some of the new stuff, but my goal with this journey is not to just drop stuff in a album quickly. I could just get a regular old photo album and do that. I want to do this because this is really fun to me, to like build a scrapbook page. I really love it. So that's my heart's desire, is to do it this way. And will every single thing layout be like this, where I, you know, do all the things? Maybe not, but I just really love it. It's so fun. So yeah, I'm journeying, and that's what we're going to do. So I'll have videos up that are, I mean, I'm sure, I'm going to predict right now that these will probably be my lowest watched videos, because nobody in the world knows me for scrapbooking. Like, that is like people of my past kind of a thing. So I'm sure these will not be like people's very favorite videos to watch. However, what they are going to do is give me an opportunity to share with you a little bit more about like what's going on in our lives, and share a journey with you on like relearning how to do all of this, and the new things that are out there, and possibilities, and all of that. So it'll be fun. Okay, now let's talk about the pig project. For those who might be new here or don't know this, my daughter is an FFA, which stands for Future Farmers of America. And she is very big into agriculture, and she has a horse. So in 2023, she decided to raise pigs for her fair project. These are what they call market pigs. So a market pig is a pig that is raised very humanely and lovingly, and goes to be harvested. Okay, that's the word we use now. And so she raised these pigs for about, let's see, April, May, June, July. It's 5 months. So 5 months. She bought the pigs, raises the pigs, and then shows the pigs in the fair, and then they get auctioned off, and then amazing people buy them, and then she gets to keep the money, and she puts that money back into her project for the following year. So we told her, the way we did it is we told her we would buy her pigs for her first year. And then after that, it was going to be up to her to make sure she put away enough money to buy her pigs for the future years. And so she does that. So she has purchased her pigs this year for 2024. She purchased them herself. And she has been feeding them and caring for them and all of those things for this year. So last year, her pigs did really well. She was very happy with her results. It was her very first year showing. So she got 8th place in showmanship, in novice showmanship, which was great because there were lots of kids who didn't even place. She was a little hard on herself about, and I'll journal all of that. So that's part of also why I want to do this, because I want to journal some of these things from my perspective as part of the memory keeping process, so that, little tidbits of things we can remember back. So she was pretty hard on herself about getting 8th place, which is the last place for showmanship. But there were a lot of kids that didn't place at all. And so we had to spend a little bit of time reminding her of that. My daughter, as am I, and my husband are our own worst critics or hardest judge, I guess. We don't really need anybody to come down on us because we're probably coming down on ourselves plenty hard about whatever the situation is. And there was really no reason for her to be upset. She did great. Both her pigs made market. There were lots of pigs that were underweight and did not even make it into be able to be shown, which sucks after you have like raised them and put a bunch of love and care into them. So it's an interesting thing. They have to be a minimum weight and they can't be over a certain weight. So they have to be in between a specific weight class to even be shown. And yeah, you have to take care of them and make sure that they stay healthy. And where we live in California, that can sometimes be tricky because it gets really hot here in July, which is, she shows in the end of July, and it is blazing hot usually. Last year it was in like the low 90s, which is cool for us. That's Fahrenheit. But I do fear this year that, because I'm always like, if you get a good year, then it's like the next year is going to be super hot. So I'm hoping that that won't be the case. But there's been years it's 105 degrees and you have animals that are getting sick because it's just so hot. So we're hoping and praying that we have decent weather, that maybe it won't be in the hundreds, and that pigs make it to market healthy and happy and all the things. So there it is, 2023 pig project. And then I'll do some journaling here. And I kind of still have to figure out how I'm going to do that, because I'd like to do like a matted thing with something nice that I could handwrite. I really want to handwrite my journaling because I think that that is a special memento to have. Like, someday I'll be dead. Someday I'll die. And we all will, right? And so I really love my grandmother's handwritten notes and stuff. So I am going to try and make sure I handwrite throughout this whole thing so that she has this beautiful thing to look back on that has my handwritten love and thoughts and notes put into it. I may ask her if she wants to journal some of it. I can't decide if I want to keep this as a surprise. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep it as a surprise because I'm going to share pictures on Facebook. So I don't really think I can keep it as a surprise. She has Instagram, so you know. But, yeah. So anyway, that's this. I'm not going to be able to totally finish everything today because I just don't have time. And then I did this. So this will be an insert. So let me grab my, so here's the album. And once I get stuff made and finished, I will, I'm going to be sure to put them in chronological order. Like, I think I'm going to break this up into like freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year. So this will go here in the middle. And then as I was doing this, I was thinking, oh, I should print a copy of her buyer letter. It's like there's probably a little stack worth of stuff that would be fun to add in this in-between section. And then I'm going to do a secondary layout here that has her photo and our photo with her. And I may just kind of duplicate what I've already done so that it's not like super complicated. Keep life simple. So that's it. That is what I'm doing, guys. So here's the beginning of the journey. I know I feel kind of bad because this isn't like a totally completed layout, but you can see the direction it's going. And yeah, I think it's going to turn out really, really nice when we're all said and done. So I've been dying. Look at all these photos I already have. These are the photos I've printed. So we have a lot of work to do. I've probably bitten off more than I can chew, but we'll just do things as I can do them. All right. I'll link to everything that I've used below. Well, actually, let me clarify. I'm going to link to something that says blog and supply list. You click that, takes you to my blog. You can see all my photos. read a little bit about my thoughts on things, scroll all the way to the bottom of that page, and that's where my supply list is, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to pick up the Memory Misty, you can get that. I'll link to that. Also, I used the precision glue press to glue all my letters down. I will link to this as well. Lots of handy tools. Oh, and these little rulers from My Sweet Petunia. Lots of handy tools from my Sweet Petunia. All right, I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.